Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a high protein egg bite recipe. I'm sure many of you must have guessed it, right? I'm trying to lose some weight and I've been advised to eat more proteins, less carbs. So I've been trying various recipes and today I'll be sharing with you how I make my egg bite recipe. So let's get right into it. This recipe requires about 5 ingredients, some of which are optional. So we have the chopped onions, the star of the show, the egg. I have my minced meat, some egg whites, a high protein cottage cheese, and then some bell peppers for color. Or you can also skip that. So let's begin. In my blender, I would be going in with my eggs. So I'll crack, I think I made use of about 6 to 7 eggs. So I'll crack about 7 eggs into my blender. You can do this separately if you're not sure of the kind of eggs you have. That way you don't put in a bad egg into the mix. But these are fresh eggs. I got them from the farm. So yeah, I'm covered. So once I'm done adding in or cracking in the eggs into the blender, I would also be adding some egg whites. So I know the yolk has more calories compared to the egg white, so it's advisable to use more egg whites and then less of the egg yolk. So I went in with some egg whites and then I went in with about 4 tablespoons of cottage cheese. Okay, so you can do more, you can do less. It's all dependent on the quantity of eggs. I'm going to add in a little salt. Our cheese is a bit salty, so just a little salt, and if you would like a little seasoning cube. Yeah, it's all dependent on what you want. For the next stage, I'm going to be cooking my minced meat. So I went in with a little spray of olive oil, and then I went in with my chopped onions, allow that fry for a bit to release its flavor, and then I went in with the minced meat. So when I was getting my minced meat, I went for the extra lean minced meat or minced beef. I'm not sure why I keep calling it minced meat. So I went in for the extra lean beef. You can also make your minced meat at home, but I didn't have that option, so I went to Walmart and I got the extra lean. Extra lean simply means all of the fat has been taken out. So you would see in the process of cooking, no oil, just water from the meat, and then once it's all cooked, you would see that it will be totally dry. So I went in with some seasoning, salt, seasoning cube, and then onion powder, and also some Habanero pepper. As a Nigerian babe, I always like spicy food, but you can totally skip this if you don't want. It's not compulsory. As I said earlier, some of the ingredients are not necessary or compulsory. So I'm just tweaking this to my taste. This is how I make mine. So once our minced meat has been cooked properly, we are going to be scooping out some, which would allow to cool for a bit, and then we'll be moving on to the next stage. Yes, so back to our blender. Remember, we added in our egg whites, the cracked eggs, and the cottage cheese. I also added a little salt and some seasoning cube, just a little, because the cheese has some salt. I'll blend this properly to ensure everything mixes in well, and then I'm going to be portioning it out in my baking pan. So for this recipe, we're not boiling, we're not frying the eggs, we're just baking. So I'm going to add some olive oil, a dash of olive oil into each section, and then I'll rub this in properly. Once this has been done, I'll try my possible best to portion this out equally. Yes, so our mix will be going in each section of the baking pan. Yes, if you've watched this video up to this stage, this is a very good time to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I make new videos. Don't also forget to like, comment and share with your friends. Okay, so I still had some, so I'm just going to spread that later on my second baking pan. So this oh my goodness, I'm so tired. So to this I'm going to be adding my minced beef, which we already cooked earlier. Yes, the one we added salt, seasoning and habanero peppers too. Yes, so we'll be adding this to our egg mix. Once we've shared this out equally to each section, we're going to be going in with our bell peppers. So I like to mix this up, red, yellow, green, but I didn't have yellow this time, so I just made use of red and green bell peppers. So this makes the entire meal colorful and also adds an additional nutrient because bell peppers are rich in vitamin C. So yes, it's a win-win. Once this is done, we are going to be baking this at I think 350. I already had my oven preheated, so this just went in. But while I was doing this, I was so distracted. My kids were so I mistakenly went for my grill. I put this on grill, or rather instead of bake, so which was why I had the top very brown. I realized this and I quickly switched to the bake option. So yes, egg bite is ready. Let me tell you, this looks so yummy. My little son couldn't stop eating this. He loves it and I will be making this more often for him. So let me know, would you be trying this out? Let me know in the comment section. So if you're looking to lose weight, if you're on a weight loss diet, this is a very healthy breakfast option for you. So you can have this before you go to work. You can pack this and just to snack on. So yes, let me know, what do you think of my recipe and would you be trying this out? Thank you guys for watching as always. See you in my next video. Bye.